Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Luis Pereira, and the other day I hopped on my Instagram and I asked you guys to give me any assumptions you had of me. So today I'm going to be answering those. You also sent a bunch of questions, so I might as well answer those too. I'm going to be doing my makeup at the same time, but I won't be getting into the exact products I'm using. But if you ever want to know, they are always listed down below in the description box, so you can check them out there. The look I have in mind is a bit creepy, bit weird, but still glam. So let's get into this. I have a little bit of a head start today. I have already primed and color corrected, so we are going to get into the creepy part of this look, which is opening my third eye. Basically, I want a third eye today. I don't know why, I just do. And once I do that, I'm going to be starting off with a question, and that is, have you always enjoyed doing makeup? So the simple answer to this is no, I have not always enjoyed makeup. I didn't actually start to even use makeup until I was probably 17 or 18. I never even wanted to wear any, and I never thought I would be able to learn how to do it properly. But once I started using makeup and started to learn by watching many YouTube videos, I really started to enjoy it, and that's when I started wearing it a lot more. I still don't wear it on a daily basis because that's just not me. I prefer sleeping in for 5 more minutes than getting up and having to do a face of makeup. Not that we leave the house anyway anymore, so I only do makeup for you guys now. But yeah, once I started to learn and deep dive into special effects and the spooky side of it, that's when I really started to love it, and that's where my heart lives now. But I am still that girl that will leave the house without a lick of makeup on. Moving on, I have an assumption this time, and that is you went through different phases of doing your makeup. Yes, my makeup has gone through many stages, from when I started and I had no idea what I was doing normal makeup for a very long time. I didn't share anything on social media. I was just doing my makeup like anyone else. And I always wanted to try creative makeup out, but I honestly did not have any faith in myself. And then about 3 years ago, I decided I wanted to try it out. So I found one on Instagram and I recreated it. I posted it on Instagram, which I was absolutely terrified about. It got a good response. Not that it probably deserved one. And then I just started posting everything on Instagram. Any makeup look I did, I just got more and more invested. So I started doing a lot of face paint looks. I was also obsessed with special effects, so I started buying SFX makeup and playing around with that, and everything just grew from there. Now I surround myself with creepy and wonderful ideas, like this wonderful monstrosity that is forming on my face. We're gonna try and not get any liquid latex in our eyebrows today, because that is very unpleasant. Okay, so the next assumption is you're really tired of boring makeup looks. By boring, I'm assuming you mean more plain, just glam makeup looks. Now, I'm not bored of seeing them. I do appreciate some good blending, but do I enjoy doing them as much? No, I don't. I do not enjoy sitting down and just doing a brown smoky eye for you. I much prefer to go a more creative route, as you can see, whilst I powder my third eye. But I am the type of person that if I'm going somewhere and I have makeup on, you are gonna catch me in that brown smoky eye, and that's pretty much it. You are not gonna catch me out in the street with a third eye. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with that. That's just not my journey. But there are some looks that I would have loved to go out in the street with. Okay, moving on. The next assumption is you love doing creepy looks, but not the ones that take up a lot of time, like the tongue monster one. by Tongue Monster. I am assuming you are talking about the Venom look I did over my Instagram recently. I love that look. And yes, I love doing these creepy looks. They are essentially why I keep doing this, because I just love turning myself into the weirdest and creepiest things. Now, when it comes to how long they take, I don't really even think about that anymore because I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't mind if the look is gonna take me 3 hours, 4, 5, 6, however long it's gonna take me, I'm going to do it because it's popped into my head and I need to do it. The longest I've spent on a look is 12 hours, and that I would have to agree is way too long to be doing your makeup for. Over time, I have got a lot faster, so looks that would take me much longer don't take as long anymore. If I had tried the Venom look when I had just started, that might have taken me 10 hours. But it only took me 5. Okay, so the next assumption is creative AF, but a bit of an introvert. I'm team introvert, by the way. So am I. I prefer to stay at home. Now, I think we can all agree that we have been at home for a very long time now, and I am hoping the world gets back to some semblance of normality soon. So yes, I am an introvert that likes social interactions sometimes. Now, when it comes to whether I'm creative or not, this is a mental battle I have with myself very often. I will sometimes think I don't have a creative bone in my body, and then there are other times where I have way too many ideas bobbing around my head at once, which makes it hard to even decide what I want to do next. Probably the problem is that most of my ideas pop into my head right before I go to sleep, and I don't bother writing them down most of the time because I think I'll remember them and then I don't. I hope I have an inkling of creativity and that the random ideas that pop into my head at night don't stop popping into my head at night. The next assumption is you're bubbly and funny. I don't know, am I funny? I don't think I'm funny. I think I'm a little funny. And when it comes to bubbly, I think I can be. I am a very talkative person. I cannot shut my mouth sometimes when I really should. And that probably doesn't come across very much on YouTube because a camera and a bunch of lights and a microphone in front of you is a little bit intimidating. I do think I'm a friendly and very talkative person when I feel comfortable. So it was nice of you guys to assume those things. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera and I will be right back. I honestly just feel like I need to concentrate doing my eyebrows today for some reason. I'm back, the brows are done, and I do want to show you guys the eyeshadow palette I'm using today because it is so damn cute. It is the Child palette by Colourpop and it's got Baby Yoda on it, that's all I need to say. I really love the color story also, so I'll be doing something with these colors. Let's get back on track. The next one is you look like a wine girl. Simply put, yes. I do enjoy a glass of wine every now and then, maybe a bottle. Drink responsibly. I think I need to go for a little bit of a halo eye today. I haven't done one of those in a while. That was a quick one. Let's move on. The next is that you did art in school and must have been crazy good at it. Your talent is insane and I love your work. Thank you very much. Now, I actually didn't do art in school. Why? I don't know. When I was in school, I thought I was going down a more science route. I did go to university to study zoology and quickly found out that was not the right choice for me. But when I was younger, art was a little bit of a hobby for me. And I think I was moderately okay, but I don't think my art skills really developed until I started doing the more creative makeup that I do now. And I just see what I do now as continuing my art journey, but instead of paper, I do it on my face. But Even when I was a kid, the only things I would draw were mythological creatures. I think that's the only thing I did well. And dinosaurs. For some reason, I had a weird fascination with dinosaurs. I do think I would have been better off picking art now, but hindsight is 2020, I guess. I want the corners to be a little bit darker. Before I jump into the next one, I want to finish up this eye. Oh, that's so nice. I am very much liking this palette. I really like how this eye has turned out. I'm going to do the same to the other one and I will be right back. Okay, both eyes are done. Now it's time to move on to the third one. Before we get started on that, the next question is, other than makeup, what interests you? There is a lot to get through with this question and we still have a lot left to do. So obviously I love makeup. If not, I wouldn't sit for 5 hours doing a look. But I also love a lot of other things. One of them being something I have spoken about a little bit on my channel, and that is the fact that I own 3 horses. Horse riding and eventually owning my own horse was something that I have always known I wanted to do, and I don't remember a time that I didn't want a horse. My parents thought I would annoy them for maybe a few months and then I'd forget about it. Nope, not me. I just pestered them for years. Eventually, after a lot of pleading, my parents caved and they took me to horse riding lessons, and then that led to eventually owning my own horse. And now I have 3. They are all handfuls and they all have very different characters, which I find very amusing. And I love them to bits. Now, other than the horses, you guys also know that I am very much into the spooky and creepy side of life. I will always be watching a creepy pasta video or ghost encounter videos. Anything to do with urban legends, conspiracy theories. Yeah, I'm in deep. I don't know why I like creeping myself out so much, I just do. And all it does is give me nightmares, but I continue to watch them. I am also obsessed with true crime, and I have watched way too many documentaries on serial killers. Now, one of my recent new interests has been cooking. I feel like with being inside for so long, I just needed to find things that I could do other than makeup. Cooking turned out to be one of those things. And I've recently been trying to recreate some of my favorite Disney movie food. And one of the first things I did was ratatouille. But I don't know what dish I want to do next. So if you have a favorite Disney dish, let me know and maybe you'll see it on my Instagram stories. Maybe if I add a lash, this will look better. Let's add an eyelash. Did that help? I don't know if that helped, but it's staying on there. I need to pop on some individual ones on the bottom now. I think that's the next logical step, right? The eye is done. Trust the process. The look will be pulled together and look decent. I have a few more things to do and a couple more things to answer. So let's finish this off. One of the last assumptions is you understand my hyperhidrosis struggles. You have been watching my other videos because I have mentioned it before. And yes, I do have hyperhidrosis, if you don't know what that is. And there's also no nice way of putting this. I sweat excessively. I can't stop my hands or my underarms or my feet from sweating. And mine is really triggered by stress also. But yes, I understand the struggle. It seems pretty stupid. Oh, you sweat a little bit too much. But no, it's not that I sweat a little bit too much. My hands will literally drip. When I was at my worst, I would have to change my t-shirt 3 times a day. I would literally destroy any piece of paper that I touched, which also included my exam papers. I can't wear flip-flops or sandals in summer because that's what I call the slip and slide. And it sucks that I can't wear flip-flops in summer, and if I do, I'm basically risking my life. And it doesn't really matter if it's winter or summer. It has gotten a little bit better over the years, but it still sucks. And there isn't much I can do about it. So I have learned to live with it. Does it suck? Yeah, it sucks. But there are much worse things in life, and hopefully I'm lucky and it goes away as I get older. Okay, so finally, the last assumption. You have a very calming and chilled out vibe. I like to think I do sometimes. Now, I kind of see how you guys would think this with the videos I put out, which are only an edited portion of my personality. But in reality, I have a bazillion thoughts going through my head all at the same time. I probably stress out a bit too much. My head is just a constant mess of things I want to do, how I need to do them, and when I need to do them, which leads to me being a perfectionist, which stresses me out even more. And I think that's honestly why it took me so long to even start my YouTube channel. It literally took me 2 years of thinking about it, because I need everything to be perfect and because I'm a nervous wreck. I do think I come across as a little bit more calmed and chilled out in my makeup videos, because honestly, makeup is a way for me to forget about everything and just concentrate on exactly what I'm doing in this moment, rather than anything else going on. But off camera, it is a little bit more hectic. We just need a lip, and I don't know what color to use. This is very dark. I like it. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I hope it looks somewhat decent. I can't really see it very well with these contacts in, but I think it looks okay. I just want to finish off the video by saying thank you for all the support I've been receiving lately. We are almost at 200 subscribers. And thank you to everyone that sent in any assumptions and questions. A lot of you also sent in some really nice messages, and I just want to let you know that I do appreciate all of them. I hope you learned a little bit more about me today and that you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also follow me on my other social medias. I post a lot more on them than I do over here. That's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. This video. So I'm going to answer We're off to a good start. It doesn't sound right. It don't sound right. It's an eyeball coming out of my forehead. Yeah. Oh, I'm so itchy. Where is the glue? Have I already misplaced you? That eye's creepy. Whew. Make sure to follow me